Well, mention agriculture and most people think of farm fields out in the country. And while large farms are certainly important, there's a growing trend here in Oklahoma towards smaller acreages closer to town. It's called urban agriculture and includes everything from the backyard garden to more elaborate setups. And helping these new urban farmers is the focus for a newly opened facility in the heart of Oklahoma City. At the opening of the new John Kirkpatrick Horticulture Center, guests got to see firsthand what some believe is the future of agriculture. A new emphasis on locally grown food.
This is really a new beginning, if you will. I think it's going to signify that agriculture is a part of urban America, certainly urban Oklahoma City.
Essentially bringing the farm to consumers.
You're talking to it, good.
Oklahoma City's farmers market bustles with activity most Saturday mornings, giving local growers a market hungry for their produce.
I've been married for 40 years and I don't remember but about 3 years that my wife and I haven't had a garden.
Robert Steele lives just outside the city in Blanchard, but brings his produce to the Oklahoma City Farmers Market each and every Saturday and says growing food close to those who eat it, well, it just makes sense.
It's hard to get somebody to drive to me, say, for one little head of lettuce. I enjoy bringing it to a farmer's market. I get to meet a lot of people and usually sell about everything that I bring.
In the past year, the number of Oklahoma farmers markets have grown by more than 25%. Competition, the manager here says, is good for everyone.
And what's happened is we're seeing a lot of markets open all over the state, in urban areas and towns. And what's happened is people are starting to catch on that not only are they buying fresh, and they know where their food is produced, as long as it's Oklahoma grown, they know it's local. It hasn't been out for a long time on a truck somewhere. And they like the atmosphere of knowing the people.
According to the Oklahoma Department of Agriculture, over 340 farmers across the state are registered to sell their produce in 44 different markets, with total sales last year topping more than $1 million.
I think people expect and appreciate the fact that they can grow something they can put on their table without using chemicals.
But the need is changing, and I think that OSU-OKC plays a key role in that.
Terry Peach is Secretary of Agriculture for the state of Oklahoma and says farming is far from just a rural enterprise.
This is just the changing times in agriculture. You know, we used to be primarily a raw commodity state, but as we now see, the fruits and vegetables and fresh vegetables are more important to all of our consumers, whether it be our farms and schools or the farm to school program, or whether it be just our general consumer in Oklahoma.
On most weekends, you can find Robert Henry at his local farmers market. And he says he shops here because of the variety that he finds.
Well, for one thing, you never know what you're going to find. Something different every week. It's always organic, certified by Oklahoma State University. The quality is incomparable, and it's just exciting.
I try to buy food that has as few toxins and chemicals as possible, and I can find that here.
Well, buying locally grown food is also good for our planet's health. Studies show the production, processing, and transportation of food around the globe could contribute up to 1/3 of all greenhouse gas emissions. For instance, to get a banana from South America to Oklahoma, you burn more energy and produce more carbon than if you eat a peach that's grown locally.